I know people praise Vox in season 2 of Hazbin Hotel for being a great villain and having actual character, unlike in season 1. But much like Prince Charming from Shrek, I think putting Vox in front and center as the season two's main villain was not a good idea. Yeah, he has charisma and a certain charm to him, but he's not an intelligent character. Much like Cicada from The Flash, in order to make Vox actually intimidating and intelligent, they had to take away the intelligence of the other characters so Vox could actually look like the master manipulator, cult leader the show tells us he is. Now, some people may be asking how he's not exactly that. He did have all of Pentagram City wrapped around his finger. I mean, Vox Populi is a song in the show, and yes, I agree. Vox Populi is an excellent example of showing us Vox is a master manipulator, telling hell what they want to hear, but this is the only example. So I see it as an accident, to be honest. Let's go over all the other countless times they stripped away what little intelligence the other characters had in order to make Vox the intimidating mastermind the show wants us to think he is. Example 1. Charlie, in order to boost her own ego about the hotel, calls up Vox, offering him an interview and a tour of the hotel. She is the one to initiate this, so she should have been ready, and on top of all of that, well aware Vox will do anything to make Charlie sound and look bad to damage the hotel's reputation. Charlie, unfortunately, can't get her head on straight, and fumbles the interview, playing into Vox's hand and pushing his agenda, and makes everything worse. So yes, despite being the one to invite the V's to the hotel and having time to prepare, she acts like Vox just showed up at the door and tricked her. Doing this, though, would have made Charlie's massive fumble make sense. Vox catching her off guard would have us on Charlie's side and saying it was unfair for Vox to swoop in, bombard an already stressed out Charlie with loaded questions to make the hotel look bad. But instead, again, I cannot stress this enough, Charlie was the one who wanted Vox there. She didn't need to do that. She did it purely for her desire to prove the hotel works without any knowledge on what redeems a sinner, making herself look incredibly foolish and incompetent as the hotel's owner and the Princess of Hell. Example 2, that one Lucifer scene. Now, despite the King of Hell's goofy nature, depression and insecurities, he has been shown to be competent. His fight with Adam proves that he knows what he's doing. Now tell me why this guy, the King of Hell, fell for a Looney Tunes Bug Bunny ass trap. This Wile E. Coyote ass X marks the spot nonsense. The season 2 finale is built on the fact Lucifer stepped on this X in the middle of a creepy, sketchy warehouse. He just walks into the very clear trap. He isn't tricked, he isn't chased or moved there by a fight with anyone to get him there. He just stands there and lets himself get captured. Now, I could be mistaken, but isn't there a rule in TV that if you have something happen solely so the story can progress, you should change it? Like a character who does or says something so ridiculous or out of character for the sake of moving this forward, because I swear I heard or read something like this somewhere like that. Lucifer in this moment is no longer a character. The strings of the writers latched onto him and made him do that. There's no explanation for him doing this, especially something so dumb. Example 3. Charlie accepting Vox's invite to the Overlord party. This makes sense for her plan. Use this as a way to get Pentagram City on her side by showing them her hotel works, and that Sir Pentious is in heaven. They use the party as their distraction. Everyone is where they need to be, and everything is going according to plan, until the other V's show up and stop the two groups that had, separated to get the feed of Sir Pentious onto the screen. And Charlie, she didn't have a backup plan. She didn't think that her plan could go wrong. She hinged everything on the fact that the other V's wouldn't show up. The hope that everything would happen as it was planned. Now, here's how it could have changed, so it doesn't make Charlie look like an idiot. We know human souls can pass through the portals that angels make. If Adam and Abel can do it, so can Pentious. So why didn't Charlie, who has an angel on her side, have her bring Pentious to hell for everyone to see? I know that the Seraphim put up the barrier, but Vox destroys it, so why not have this as the plan B? When Charlie sees the screen doesn't work, why not have Emily bring Pentious through a portal? The lack of preparation gives Vox's victory moment leading into the final battle with Alistair and the canon problem. A problem that only existed because Lucifer was an idiot and stood on that stupid X. Hell, you could blame this whole show on Lucifer for giving birth to Charlie. for getting sent to a newly created hell. Take your pick. But I personally blame that fish that decided water wasn't good enough for it. From now on, the only Bible fan fiction I will be watching is Good Omens. I hear it's pretty good, so I'm gonna go watch that now. Goodbye!
You're a loser, baby, a loser, goddamn baby, you're a fucked up little whiny bitch.